I have just got up after arriving back from London extremely late last night, but it is early, and before my builders arrive, I wanted to show you all of the exciting things that have been happening in our stables conversion. Honestly, we are nearly there. Good news is, the first thing here, you'll see, we still have fencing up. Now, you may recall, and I said this in a previous video, that somewhere along the line, someone forgot to put an application in to connect our water to the main water point, sewer, whatever it is, with Welsh Water. So I've had lots of conversations with Welsh Water, various hoops we have to jump through. We've basically got everything ready, except we have to make a connection here, exactly where I'm standing. However, I had good news yesterday. Because we have private water here and it is a private connection, it can be expedited. I think within about 2 weeks that will all be down and the water will be connected in the stables. Ha! We can flush the loo. But, so good news at the beginning of the weekend. But let us go down here and let me show you what is happening down there. So there are great plans for this area here. Basically, this is just what has been a bit of a wasteland. And we put this to sort of protect people as they walk down to the stables. And actually, I think it's worked really well. So we're going to keep this permanently. We're going to make this gorgeous Cotswold stone, carry it on down the path here, and then I'm going to have flower beds and some lovely silver birch trees as you make your way down to your gorgeous country holiday let. So we'll be re-landscaping this over the course of the next couple of days. Very exciting. I have to order the silver birch trees this weekend. I think they'll be beautiful. I'm hoping it's a bit like a Narnia effect. And look at this. I've got things like that on my land. I've never felt more macho in my life. So it is now time to take you inside. But before we do, I want to show you a lovely little bit of detail that my builders put in for me, which I wasn't expecting, and it's really made me smile. So up there at the side of the building is the Bat maternity ward. But can you see that top bit there? Look at that. That wasn't there before, and it's such a gorgeous piece of detail that my builders put in, and I think it just finishes it off really nicely. We have to pressure wash this over the next couple of days, take off all the remnants of the dead ivy, and this is where the trench is. You see it goes through over to the other side. I'm being very, very careful here as I choose to walk alongside it. Oh my goodness, I actually haven't done this. And that's my wood store down there and my greenhouse, and then the turret popping in at the end. So this is going to get filled in once we can make the connection here. And that means that we can have showers and flush the loo. And all this would be landscaped as well. It's actually quite exciting to make a new start in this area. I've never been particularly happy with how it's looked down here. And so it's a real opportunity to make a difference. Oh, and imagine you're walking down your gorgeous path, you've got gravel under your feet, and then you arrive at these bespoke oak doors and you are in to your holiday let. So I think it's time to take you inside. Now, I just want to give you a caveat. It's not finished. There's definitely work to do. We've got the paint in, all done, and we've got the kitchen in, and the bathroom is set, but I haven't got any furniture in there yet, and really it needs a little bit of kind of zhuzhing up. So bear with me. I will do a better video where I give the big reveal, or maybe actually I'll do it in stages. Let me know, do you want a big reveal or do you want it stage by stage as I dress out the holiday let? Anyway, those doors, bespoke, really exciting. Got some people coming along later on to measure up for blinds. Oh, I love measuring for blinds. Let's go in and take a look. Before we go in, I want to show you, I really love these doors and the matching windows. All of the wood down here is going to be stained, probably today. But we've put this gorgeous step in. I think it's really rustic and it's just a lovely way to enter into your holiday let. And maybe it will be your holiday let. Will you come and stay? Oh, let there be light. Now, it is very echoey because, as I said, there's no furniture in here. There's a kitchen, there's a log burner, and there's the beginnings of a bathroom suite. But honestly, I think I'd move for the little castle and move in here. I absolutely love it. Let me show you around. So when you come in, you've got your gorgeous kitchen here. Very pleased with that. And the tiles I chose. Oh yes. Little views outside. Lots of work surfaces. And what I wanted to do was to make sure that it really felt like you could properly live here for a while. So it's a big dishwasher, big washing machine, everything you would need. And I upgraded the handles a little bit, just small details like that. And there's some other small details in the bedroom where I put by the side of the bed, the plug sockets also have places to charge your mobile phone, which I'm really pleased about. Oh, I think I might have to do a Sunday roast in there. Absolutely. My pride and joy, and something I have to pay for later on, the log burner. Gosh, this is so cool. And I love the fact that I can use my own logs from my own garden. Now, I'm gonna have to be quick because I can see the builders are outside, but let me show you the doors and take you through to the bedroom and the bathroom, and then I'll let them get on with their work. They've got lots to do and I don't want to stop them. So the color in here, and it's the same all the way through, is Yoa's white, and it's from Farrow and Ball. And I've also color matched the doors in the same color. And I think what's really nice is we went for white gloss here on the windows and white on the inside, just because I think it will reflect the light better. So turning around from your seating area, we'll go into your bedroom. So at the moment, just a shell. Oh, I've got some amazing lights coming for there. Oh my God, they are gorgeous. If you've seen the starlight in my bedroom, that's the light we have there. This little bit of paneling, some detail. And then you'll see here, again, a small bit of detail. Just somewhere to charge your phone by the bed. And one either side, of course. One of my friends has said to me, really think how people will live in the space. So where will someone do their hair? Where will they charge their phone? Where will they store their beauty products? So I've tried the whole way through to think what it would be like to actually live here. And little details like that, hopefully, means it'll be a great experience. Now, the last thing I want to do is take you through to the bathroom, and then I have to let the builders in because they're waiting outside. My goodness, they're keen. I love it. And then into the bathroom. Tiles chosen by yours truly. Love those. Shower in. Shower rail. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm loving this. This, believe it or not, all of that gubbins, that's the sprinkler system. Yes, in case there's a fire, look, got my sprinkler systems there. And I'm getting some shelves built there so I can put towels, etc. And people have a place for toiletries. There'll be a little small table there. And then over here, a bed. I do need your help with one thing though. I don't know where I will have the space and capacity for a wardrobe. So I want to get your honest opinion. If I put sort of a hanging area here, maybe some hooks or maybe one of those lovely sort of library ladders or something here to put clothes on. Would that be enough? Would that satisfy you if you came to stay, or should I do some more research and get myself a very super slimline wardrobe? Let me know, because I want to make sure the detail is absolutely right. Just leave a comment below and I'll definitely get back to you. And thank you for any advice you give me. Really appreciate it. Okay, so the builders definitely want to get in, and it is time for me to get the dogs out for a walk and then get to work. So I hope you liked a little sneak preview of the holiday let in the stables. I can't wait to show you more. Let me know again if you want the big reveal or if you want it piece by piece over the next couple of weeks. But for now, thank you for joining me at the Turret Stables. See you soon. Do you want to come on an adventure? Why not go on a road trip together? I finish work for the day and I think it'd be fun to take you on a little adventure. I love historic buildings, and there's one I've been driving past, an old church, and I've also spotted some old houses just up the road from me in rural Wales, but I've never gone in and looked at it. So I thought, why don't I take my friends on YouTube to have a look at that? So if you're up for it, let's go on a road trip and have a little bit of adventure. Come on, take some time off, spoil yourself. Right, so we're here, and as I said, I've always spotted this from the road, but I've never actually been in, so I'm looking forward to having a little wander around. Wow. So let's have a look. Isn't that gorgeous? Welcome, Croeso, which is the Welsh for welcome. St. Telo's Church. Wow, look at that. There it is, peeking through. I moved to this area about 4.5 years ago with my husband and my 2 dogs, so I'm still really getting to know it. And I spotted this from the side of the road often and just haven't had the chance to pop in. So there's so many places for me to discover, and I'll be sharing all of them here on my YouTube channel, as well as talking you through the renovations at my little castle and, rather excitedly, the Airbnb. We're converting our stables into a holiday let, and maybe you'd like to come and stay. It really is just the most beautiful countryside around here. I'm just outside Abergavenny in the Brecon Beacons National Park. You hear that bird song? What a glorious afternoon. I'm glad you could spend it with me. Come on, let's have a walk in this peaceful churchyard. Oh, it looks like we'll have to come back another day to go inside, but I think we should have a wander around the churchyard and we can have a chat. Come on, let's go for a walk. I've always found churchyards quite a magical place. I do have a faith, but I appreciate that lots of people don't have a faith. But I would hope that there's something quiet and something reflective about this place. I used to go to churchyards with my father when we used to go to Ireland. We'd always go and visit family graves, and rather than being frightened or freaked out, I always found it a really quiet and a really still place. And today we are all so busy. It is so hard for us just to find a moment. We're constantly being bombarded with emails, with videos from people like me, or from the latest thing to watch or buy. And I think placing yourself somewhere like this, somewhere where the neighbours don't talk to you, is a great place to just sit, reflect, and really think about the meaning of your life. As I look at all of these gravestones, and I look at all the people who once were here, maybe like me, walking among the trees, going to work, going shopping, going to the market, we all end up in the same place. And I find it really leveling. I find it incredibly grounding just to think about this too will pass. One of my philosophies in life is a philosophy called onwards. I'm going to sit down and tell you a little bit about it. I've had a fair share of ups and downs in my life. I've lost my brother to cancer in 2010, and at the same time I lost my job and I lost my house. My father then died and my mother died. Now I have rebuilt my life. I now live in a little castle in rural Wales. I run a successful business and I have a flat in central London. I've worked hard, yes, but I also had a mindset that I call an onwards mindset. An onwards mindset has two elements to it. One, it's about making sure you, what I call, play the long game. So you're really clear where you want to get to. Because when Alice said to the Cheshire Cat, which road do I take? He asked her, where do you want to get to? She said, I don't very much mind. And he said, it doesn't matter which road you take. It was true for Alice, and it's true for you and me too. If you know your end destination, you know which road to take. So that's the first part. The second part of onwards is realizing that if you take a route and you get blocked, or it's a dead end, or you can't walk through the stream because it's just too much, you can turn back and you can find another way, because this too will pass. When I had all my horrors, when I lost my home, when I lost my family, I kept hold of my onwards philosophy, knowing that this too will pass. The pain I was feeling would one day go, and I'd be here sitting quietly in a churchyard talking to you. Okay, I didn't know that then, but I knew that things would get better. And I really find that being somewhere like this is a physical manifestation and a reminder to live an onwards philosophy, because all of these people were so trapped up with their everyday lives, all their trials and their tribulations, all their relationship problems, all their banking details, all the things, all the detritus that fills our mind on a daily basis. However, I'm the one sitting here and they're the ones lying there. And one day, I don't kid myself, it will be me too. So I try as much as possible to be really reflective, be really intentional about the life I want to live, and then go onwards. Oh my goodness, you can tell that spring is here. Look at that magnificent tree. And it's really nice to be able to say spring is here rather than spring is coming. I've been saying for ages, spring is on the way, but now I think I can well and truly say, welcome to spring. You know what? It's not going to set sun in the UK before 6:30 from now until October. Let's just take a moment, celebrate that little moment of joy. I feel so fortunate to be able to spend this time with you and wandering through the countryside, but I've also been really intentional about doing it. I was absolutely crazy busy today. I started doing emails this morning at 5:30 a.m. I finished that off. I then went to a Pilates class. I then came back and sorted something out with my builders. I then had to jump on a Zoom call for work. I then had to go and choose blinds for the stables, which we're converting into the holiday let. I've already spoken about that. I then decided I had to finish off a little bit of work, and the choice was then made to just take a little bit of time out, to go and have a bit of an adventure, to take you with me. And I know that we don't always have the luxury to do that, but I try and do at least one thing in a week that's me on my own, or me with my little dog Chaucer, and do a little bit of an adventure. And it means that I just stop and I pause, and I'm not always running, and I'm truly living my life rather than just existing in a series of tasks. Does that sound familiar? Existing in a series of tasks. How do you cope with that? What structures do you put in place? Mine, as I said, once a week, I just go do one little thing that takes me away from the day-to-day. I find it really nourishes me to have that pause. Well, thank you for joining me on my little adventure this afternoon and a quiet contemplative walk around the churchyard. I promise we'll go back and have a look at that church. I'm sure it's beautiful inside, so I will make sure I find out the opening times and I'll make another video. In the meantime, if you have any questions or was anywhere particularly around the Brecon Beacons National Park that you know of that you want me to go on an adventure to and with you, then please do let me know below. I'd love to get some suggestions of where I should go next. I'm just discovering my new homeland, and if you have any advice, anywhere you think I should go, then please let me know. But for now, thank you so much for coming on my little walk this afternoon. And wherever you are and whoever you love, I wish you well and I wish you joy. Take care.